Hello everyone, I'm Freaky and welcome to the video. My friends, what comes to your mind when you think of Dragon Ball YouTubers? And what I mean by this, I'm talking about somebody that's well respected, people that you look up to, people you go to get information on about the series, like top 10s, reviews, talking about the good stuff about the series, talking about the bad things about the series, and most importantly, their passion for the series. Maybe it's for a certain part of the franchise, maybe it's for a certain form, maybe it's for the games of Dragon Ball Z, maybe it's what if stories, etc, etc, etc. There are a lot of Dragon Ball YouTubers on YouTube that are well respected and people that we look up to, or we love them for their passion, because they love the same thing that we do. Now, I'm going to say this, despite if you're a small YouTuber or a big YouTuber of Dragon Ball Z, regardless, we all share our same love for the series, talking about why we love it, talking about what's wrong with the series, top 10s, singing to covers, giving us news, giving us what if stories, giving us discussion videos, making parodies, top 10s, and all these DB YouTubers are always giving us new ideas and things we forgot about and things that we never really thought about before. There are loads of Dragon Ball YouTubers that talks about the series, and some Dragon Ball YouTubers are known for their legendary status. Now, depending on the person, if you used to make, I don't know, like a top 10 video on your top 10 favorite Dragon Ball YouTubers, every person would be different. Some people will put DBZ YouTubers on a list that others didn't know about. Like, for example, Watch Mojo, around 6 years ago, or 7 years ago, Watch Mojo made a list of the top 10 DBZ YouTubers. I disagree on their list, and that's not to say that their list is bad. I'm just saying that there are others that should be on that list. But hey, that's just me. And listen, the Dragon Ball YouTubers that's on YouTube, every single one of them should be recognized and given that recognition that they deserve, regardless if they're big or small. And yeah, you're going to have the small YouTubers that deserve recognition, and you're going to have those legendary DB YouTubers that are big and legendary for the content, because everybody knows who they are and is well known for their content, like Geekdom 101, Moscow X, Unreal Gaming, Team 4 Star, Dragon Ball Nation, The Science Scholar, etc, etc, etc. You guys know what I'm talking about. Masako's known for his what if stories and discussions. Geekdom is known for his news and discussions. Team 4 Star is known for the Dragon Ball Z Bridge series and their top lists at Christmas time, etc, etc, etc. And you know what? All these big Dragon Ball YouTubers deserve their legendary status. And that's not to say that other DB YouTubers aren't legendary. All I'm saying is, the passion in these YouTubers is what we love about them. And that's what we love, passion. But there is one YouTuber that deserves a legendary status alongside the big DB YouTubers, and that is DBZIMRAN. And my god, I absolutely love DBZIMRAN. Now, I will say this, over the years, Imran's been talking about Bleach more than anything, but his passion for Dragon Ball Z is there. There is quite a few Dragon Ball videos on his channel, but again, it's mostly about Bleach. You could say that he's a Dragon Ball, Bleach, Naruto sort of YouTuber, and an anime one. And you know what? He is awesome with his Bleach content. His editing is fantastic, and he calls out the bullshittery, pardon my French, when it came to the Bleach haters. Like, when everybody was shitting on Bleach back in the day, they were saying, oh no, Bleach is terrible, oh, Bleach is bad and all that stuff. And then, when Bleach was making its return again, the same people who were shitting on Bleach were saying, oh yeah, Bleach is coming back, I can't wait to see it. But the thing is, these were the same people who were shitting on it back in the day. But now it's came back, they're actually praising it. And Imran made a video calling out their hypocrisy. And again, he talks about the characters of Bleach and a few discussion videos there and there that isn't Bleach. So if you're a Bleach fan, I highly recommend you go and check out his stuff. They're really good. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, I highly recommend you go and check out his stuff as well. Now, I know what some people are going to say. They're going to say, oh, but Freaky, if he has a lot of Bleach content, then why should you give him recognition of being a good or legendary DB YouTuber? He talks about other series than what he does with Dragon Ball. Wait, hold on. I do have my reasons, just hear me out what I have to say first. There is a reason why I believe that DBZIMRAN should be recognised as a legendary DB YouTuber is for one reason, and it's a very, very big reason. DBZIMRAN has been trying to find the UK dub of the Dragon Ball series. Now, there are a few videos that I want you guys to go and check out, made by DBZIMRAN. The first one is the history of Toonami UK. He talks about the history of Toonami in the UK and what it means for Toonami fans that was in the UK. Because when it came to the UK and the USA, Toonami was different. Our two versions of Toonami was the same, but they were different. There was some shows that was in America, but it wasn't in the UK on Toonami, and vice versa. And I'm telling you guys, it was just so freaking awesome to listen to Imran's video on Toonami, and there's Dragon Ball in the UK. This video talks about the dubs that was released in the UK, and he shows and explains what sort of media that we add in the UK compared to what the Americans add. And you know what? I absolutely love the dub that was in the UK, and amongst other things. Hell, we even have our own Dragon Ball opening, and it was called Dragon Ball Z. I think that was either Canadian or it was the UK one. I can't remember. And, most importantly, his third video, Dragon Ball Z Lost Media, Preserving Anime History. This one is the most important one, because when it comes to this video, he talks about how the different dubs, like there was Funimation, and there was the Oceans dub, and the Westwood dub, and amongst others. Now the thing is, we know all about the Funimation dub, and we know about the Japanese dub alongside their scores. It's universally known in the Dragon Ball community, but there's a small part in the community that doesn't know about the UK dub, or in this case, Lost dub. Now, he explains better than I could about the Lost Media or the Lost dub. When it comes to whatever I'm trying to say, DBZIMRAN does a fantastic job of what he's trying to say about the UK dub. So I want you guys to go and check out that video, and he will explain everything of what I'm trying to say here. But like I said, there was the Ocean dub, there was the Westwood dub, and there was the big green dub. But the Ocean dub and the Westwood dub are the main dubs that we in the UK was watching in the UK when Dragon Ball Z was out. And to those of you who may or may not know, we in the UK had our version of Dragon Ball Z cut down, like there was some censorships, there were scenes that was cut out completely, and 1 or 2 episodes that was taken out completely, and we only had 279 episodes, when the series had 291 episodes. And the stuff they say, like, I'm gonna send you to the next dimension, aka, hey, I'm going to kill you. This is something similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead of being killed, they are sent to the Shadow Realm. You know, it's something similar to that. Anyways. Now, I know what some of you are going to say, okay, Freaky, those 3 videos you told us to go and watch, which I'll go and watch in a second, I don't think would be enough to give DBZIMRAN that pedestal of being one of the greatest DBZ YouTubers. Hold on, wait. Hear me out. I'm not finished. Like I said, you guys will have to go and check out those videos that I just mentioned, especially the Dragon Ball Lost Media, because in that video gives DBZIMRAN that legendary status that he deserves. So this is what I want you to do. Stop this video, go and watch that video, and then as soon as you've watched that, come back and listen to me of what I have to say, and then you guys will fully understand of what I'm going to say next. So I'm going to count to 5, stop for 5 seconds, and then restart. This will give you guys enough time to stop at this point, and then come back at this point. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now if you've seen that video, you guys basically know what I'm going to say. And the reason why DBZIMRAN deserves to be a legendary DB YouTuber is because he went out of his way to try and find the Ocean and Westwood dub, and amongst other dubs, because these are the dubs that we in the UK watched when we was kids. We didn't have Funimation or what other American dub the Americans had. We had the UK dub, and the UK dub was seen in other places as well. The UK, the Netherlands, and a few other places. And I don't believe that the UK ones was shown in America. I think it was shown in Canada as well. Anyways, when we got the Funimation dub on those god-awful orange bricks, all we had was the Japanese dub and the Funimation dub. There was no Oceans dub or Westwood dub. It was just those 2. And to be honest, I completely forgot about the Ocean and Westwood dub, because in his video, Imran said that there was people who thought that they was watching the Funimation dub when they was little in the UK. But in fact, we was watching the Ocean and Westwood dub. And that's what I thought. I thought I was watching the Funimation dub, but instead it was the Ocean dub and the Westwood dub. And this is the part that gives DBZIMRAN a legendary status to me. DBZIMRAN was trying to find the Oceans dub, the Westwood dub, and the Blue Water dub of Dragon Ball Z that was played in the UK. He had GT, and he was looking around trying to find the Ocean dub and the Westwood dub, and he got a team together, and that team was going around trying to find these UK dubs. And all these dubs that they were trying to find was from people who recorded Dragon Ball Z back in the day on a VHS. It was either a few episodes they found online, it was a few episodes they got from other people, or it was from their personal collections. And to be fair, that's what I did back in the day. Not with Dragon Ball Z, I wish I did, but it was for others like Bleach, Elven Lied, Guyver. There was this channel called Propeller TV, and I recorded them, but sadly lost them. Anyways, yeah, that's what I did. And that's basically what Imran did. Well, Imran and his team did. And I think, more or less, I think he found all the episodes. Some of them wasn't perfect, some of them had a few minutes knocked off them, but in the end, he did find them, more or less. And it was the same with GT and the original Dragon Ball. When he got all these episodes from other fans, or they found it on the internet, him and his team remastered nearly every episode, or every episode, of the Oceans dub and the Westwood dub and the Blue Water dub, and made them watchable. They didn't have that static that you would find on a VHS. They fully remastered the Ocean dub and the Westwood dub. And you know what? That's freaking dedication that Imran and his team would go out of their way to try and find this lost media of Dragon Ball Z that was shown on TV that was thought to be lost, and we would never see it again. But Imran and his team brought that back. They brought this dub that I watched as a kid or teenager back to life. And not many people know about this dub, or they've forgotten it. So this is what I want you guys to do. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, I want you guys to go and check it out, the Oceans dub and the Westwood dub, and if you're up for a laugh, the Big Green dub. And yeah, that is why I absolutely love DBZIMRAN and his team for bringing back this dub. And you know what? You cannot get any passionate than that, trying to find something that you think is lost, and you wouldn't be able to see it again. But that didn't stop him. That didn't stop him from trying to find this UK dub. He went out of his way trying to find these dubs that I grew up with and remastered them so they would be watchable, you know, getting rid of all the static and all that stuff. I mean, come on, that is dedication. That is love. That is passion for something that you love. Again, I know it was Imran, but we also need to give credit to his team, who was also trying to find the Ocean and Westwood dub, and amongst other things. I mean, I can't think of any other YouTuber that has done this, trying to find something that was thought to be lost, and trying to remaster it so we can enjoy it. I mean, come on, if you're an Oceans and Westwood dub fan, and you find out that the Ocean dub and Westwood dub has been found and remastered, then how can you not love Imran and his team, who has put so much time and effort to try and bring back these dubs back to life? Okay, they weren't dead, but these were dubs that was thought to be lost. But he found them, and Imran brought them back and remastered them, all because he loved the dub. And that, in my opinion, is why Imran should be given that legendary status. If you're an Ocean dub fan, you have to go and sub to his channel and say thank you. Go and say thank you for all his hard work trying to find this dub. Imran, if you're watching this, thank you so much of putting all this time and effort into bringing back this dub, because I highly doubt that they would release it on DVD. You are an absolute legend, and you deserve more subs than what you've got. And now, I just want to bring something up. I know this wasn't all Imran's doing, and I'm not really sure if he was getting some people together or he was working with other people. There is a difference, and I'm not sure if he was starting this or some other people were starting this and he decided to help. So I want to give some recognition to those people who also went out of their way to try and find this dub. And listen, I know it wasn't just all Imran's doing, that he went out of his way going all over the internet trying to find this dub. It was a group of people who did it, as Imran said in his video, Dragon Ball Z Lost Media. And Imran did contribute by giving his Blue Water Dub GT copies to these people. It wasn't just Imran that put all this together. He didn't do all the work himself. It was a group effort. And to all you people who came together and helped each other out trying to find this lost dub, you guys are a freaking legend. Now, even though I've been praising Imran for trying to find this lost dub, it was actually a group of people who went out of the way trying to find this dub. And Imran, to my knowledge, has been the only one who came out and said, listen, I'm looking for the Oceans dub and the Westwood dub. So his videos on the Oceans dub and the Westwood dub is one of few videos that gave back recognition to the old dub that we saw in the UK years ago. So this was a team effort, not just Imran. So you guys are all legends. I mean, I'm sort of the same way, because I'm also looking for a series made by Channel 4, and it's called the 100 Greatest Moments, like the 100 Greatest Scariest Moments, the 100 Greatest Funny Moments, the 50 Greatest Documentaries, the 100 Greatest Sad Moments, and so on and so on and so on. And I'm still looking for them to this day. I mean, yeah, I have a few of them, and one or two of them has a few slots missing, like the 100 Greatest Sad Moments, and there are some that I can't find. And I'm also looking for Only Fools Top 40 Moments, and they talk about the 40 greatest moments from the series Only Fools and Horses. Yeah, I'm looking for those. But anyways, yeah, enough about me. This video is about Imran, and all thanks to Imran, I'll get to see the UK dub again. Again, thank you so much, Imran. You deserve a lot more recognition for all the hard work that you've done to bring these dubs back. But there's one teeny weeny little thing. I would love to see the bumpers, the adverts, or the promos that we saw on Toonami and or CNX and Toonami back in the day. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me explain. Do you remember back in the day when we used to watch Cartoon Network and Toonami? And Cartoon Network would always bring out these advert promo thingies. There was Super Chunk, there was the Cartoon Town, and when the Looney Tunes was about to come on, it would always have this upbeat tune going, nyeh, 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 nyeh. Or in Toonami's case, there was this one promo on Toonami that went, time to play the game! The Cell games for 1 whole hour on Dragon Ball Z, only on Toonami. Or here's another one. Do you remember that other advert on Toonami where it had this fella with a microphone and he was shouting in it saying, beware the beast! Do not despair, brothers and sisters, for it is a portal to another dimension. But wait! Heroes are coming! He is coming! He is coming! He is here! And they show a picture of Imperfect Cell. And on Toonami, Tom would come in, and the narrator would say, "Welcome to Cartoon Network's Toonami. Initializing Dragon Ball Z. Running program. Beep beep. Dragon Ball will be right back." And on CNX, they would have this one advert advertising the Frieza saga, and it was like this somber song going, I can't remember what it was called. And there was also this music video, and it was from Eminem's Lose Yourself. So yeah, you basically got the point of what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm actually trying to collect all these bumpers and promos and shorts that were shown on Cartoon Network or Toonami or CNX back in the day. When I watch them now, they were so creative and fun to watch. I mean, do you remember Fiddle Your Friday, you could be a winner? And there was this other one, Cartoon Network is turning Japanese! And they were singing the turning Japanese song. And again, Super Chunk. Yeah, I'm trying to find all those things that were shown on Cartoon Network and Toonami and CNX back in the day. Some people might think I'm crazy, or it seems strange to want to actually find these things. But you know what? There was such a charm to them. They were funny, and sometimes they would get a character from a show, and the kids would call in saying, "Okay, if you can answer this question, you'll get a goodie bag or something." Like Johnny Bravo, Blue from Foster's Home, Ed, and Eddie, you know, that sort of stuff. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. Now, before you think, oh, I want to ask you and your team to see if you can try and find every single bumper, promo, etc., etc. No, I'm not asking that. I'm talking about the promos, the commercials, the adverts that was showing Dragon Ball Z, where Toonami or Cartoon Network or CNX was advertising Dragon Ball Z, or saying, "Dragon Ball Z is up next," or "Initiating Dragon Ball Z running program." Beep beep. You know, that sort of stuff that I told you earlier. Because besides from the Oceans dub and the Westwood dub, watching those promos and ads and bumpers on Cartoon Network or Toonami or CNX was also one of the best parts of watching Dragon Ball Z back in the day on TV. And you know what? I really did enjoy them. I mean, come on, you can't tell me that you didn't like the bumper that was shouting, "Time to play the game! The Cell Games 1 all hour on Dragon Ball Z, only on Toonami." I mean, yeah, I did find that, but a part that's missing. And there was that guy with the xylophone thingy, where he was warning everybody that Cell is coming, he is here! I wouldn't mind getting my hands on all those bumpers and promos. And listen, I'm not asking you to go out of your way to see if you can try and find them, or your team. I'd like to ask, while you was trying to find all these episodes for the Oceans dub and the Westwood dub and the Big Green dub, I'd like to ask if you've come across any Dragon Ball promos and bumpers, etc., etc. Because again, I really did enjoy those bumpers and promos. Listen, you've done more than enough. And you know what? I'm forever grateful for what you've done. Most, if not all, the Ocean dub, the Westwood, and the Blue Water dub fans are really happy that you and your team have done all this hard work in order to bring them back. But I'd like to ask, while you was getting all these VHSs from other people, if those VHSs had the bumpers, the promos, the advertisements, etc., etc., about Dragon Ball Z, and there was the UK ones, could you also put all them in a file of the ones you've already got, if you have any of them, and upload them to the internet so other people can get their hands on them? Because I would definitely like to watch them again. Oh, here's another one. Remember that one bumper on Toonami where the narrator says, "After 3,000 years, the Super Saiyanas came and is here to put an end to Frieza's reign." It goes and says, "It's the legend, the myth, my father, the Super Saiyan." Remember that one? But yeah, like I said, if you've ever come across all these bumpers that was showing Dragon Ball Z bumpers and promos on Cartoon Network, Toonami, and CNX, could you please upload them to the internet, please? Anyways, yes, besides from that, Imran, you are an absolute legend. You deserve more love, more subscribers, and deserves to be recognised as one of the legends on YouTube, because after what you did and your team has done to bring back these dubs, you really do deserve it. Oh, and you know what? I've just had an idea. What if we, the people who watched the Oceans dub, the Westwood dub, and Blue Water dub, and the Big Green dub, we, the Dragon Ball YouTubers, or YouTubers in general, could make videos on these dubs? Because I don't think there's really any people who has talked about these dubs. I mean, if you're saying Scholar, or if you're Masako, or like yourself, or there's me, and the other people who watch the Ocean, the West, the Blue, and the Green, we could make videos saying, like, what we liked about the dubs, which dubs that we liked for the characters. We could talk about the openings, we can talk about the scores, we could talk about what these dubs mean to us. And you know what? Since you've brought them back, I think it's only suitable for us to talk about them and get people to watch them. I'm sure Masako has watched them. Science Scholar, I've watched them, and you've obviously watched them, so why not? why don't we compare dubs, both the scores and the voice actors? And listen, I know some of our American friends are going to say that the Funimation dub with the Bruce vocal score is the best and etc, etc. But you know what? There were some characters' voices that I did prefer in the Westwood dub than I did in the Funimation dub, like Android 19's voice. Android 19's voice is a lot better than the Funimation dub of 19, and I kind of sort of like the Ocean dub's voice of Frieza. And you know what? I even love Vegeta's voice from the Ocean and Westwood dub. There are a lot of good things within these dubs, so I think, as fellow Dragon Ball fans who grew up with these dubs, should make videos saying as to why we love them so much. Yes, of course, I love Dragon Ball Z the series, but we should be giving our opinions and thoughts as to why we love our dubs. And if people disagree that they don't like our dubs but they prefer the Funimation dubs, then you know what, that's fine. And you know what, I would love for my fellow Dragon Ball fans who grew up with these dubs to talk about these dubs. And they could talk about the censorship and how things were changed and taken out, and which voice of Vegeta they prefer, and stuff like that, and why they like the score from these dubs. There is a treasure trove of things to talk about these dubs. So yeah, that's an idea. We could talk about why we like these dubs. We can talk about the ups and downs and what we like about them and what we dislike about them, and the censorship, and compare them to the Funimation dubs, to the Ocean and Westwood dub, etc, etc. And we could have our American friends watch the series if they want to and go, okay, let's see what the non-Funimation dubs sound like. Like I said, there is a treasure trove of things that you could talk about with these dubs. And it's all thanks to you, Imran, that can be a reality. That we can talk about these dubs that you found and brought back. That we can actually talk about them now. I mean, yeah, we could have talked about them in the past, but now we've got source material now. We've got reminders to refresh our memories on what the dub was like back in the day when we watched Dragon Ball on TV. So again, thank you, Imran. You are a goddamn legend. Again, thank you so much for finding these. And I really mean that. Well, that's it for me. What do you guys think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you know about the Ocean, Westwood, Blue Water and Big Green dub? Do you prefer the Ocean's dub Vegeta to the Funimation's Vegeta? Do you prefer Android 19's voice instead of the Funimation dub? Please let me know in the comment section below, and let's get a discussion going. I'm Freaky. Peace out. And please don't forget to check out my other social medias. Please go and check out my alternative video platforms: Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Twitch, and please come and hang out on my Discord server. We can play games, have a movie night or a series night, or you can watch me play a few games. And if you guys have any suggestions of any videos you want me to react to, or any video ideas in general, you can tell me on my Discord. I'm also on Twitter, Gab, Getter, and Parler. I'm on Locals, Tumblr, Minds, and if you guys want to support me, please go and check out my Subscribestar. It's like Patreon, but better. All these things are in the description box below, so please go and check them out and subscribe to them. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.